Good morning, back in the studio for this one, but we'll be out and about filming another day in the life, collecting another car, hopefully, later on today. Right, you may not have heard of this one. Skoda CO2 Grenzwert der EU sind unwegbar. If you don't speak German, that basically says the EU targets for CO2 emissions from cars by 2025 are unattainable for the industry, said Martin Jahn, board member of Skoda Auto and vice president of the Czech Industry Association, on Sunday, October 13th. In an interview with Czech television, Jahn emphasised that the predicted increase in demand for electric vehicles had not materialised. I quite like that quote, but let's carry on. This makes it increasingly clear that the industry will have difficulties complying with the strict CO2 emission limits. So this is basically Skoda saying something's got to give, this is not going to work, we're all going to go bust. At the moment, he said, it's becoming clear that it will be impossible to achieve these goals. Interest in electric cars initially rose from 14% to 16%, but then fell again to 14%, while we had expected an average of 20%, explained Jahn. He also pointed out that the situation is unlikely to improve in the near future, as the natural demand for electric vehicles is expected to remain unchanged next year. Flying in the face of what the mainstream media are trying to tell us about electric cars. The news are telling us that everybody wants electric cars and demand is increasing. But this is Martin Jahn, who is, I'll remind you, the board member of Skoda Auto and vice president of the Czech Industry Association. Jahn also expressed concern about the financial consequences for European automakers if the policy remained unchanged. This is also what I've been saying on my videos. If we carry on with this ridiculous push to these, you shouldn't call them zero emission vehicles because they're not, but if we carry on with this push for 2025, the European manufacturers are going to be in major trouble. And this now is obviously someone who's very high up at Skoda sounding the alarm bell. If the policy is not reconsidered, the next few years will be quite painful. We will either have to pay penalties or buy credits from other automakers, those that only make electric cars like China. So he's suggesting that because of this ridiculous mandate, you're going to end up in a situation where the European manufacturers simply cannot sell enough electric cars to satisfy the government quota, and they will be buying electric car credits from China, which is just ludicrous. This would create a paradox in which the European companies would be penalised while relying on Chinese companies to comply, the board member added. The challenges in the automotive sector come at a critical time, with manufacturers, including Skoda, already investing heavily in the transition to electric vehicles. Jahn warned that the current legal framework could significantly impact profitability, which is crucial for financing innovation and development. Look at the words that are used there. The current legal framework could significantly impact profitability. The politicians are destroying the business, is exactly what we're reading there between the words. The system will fundamentally undermine our profitability, which we need in the innovation phase. The Czech government is responding to industry concerns. Euroactiv, this is the news outlet that I'm reading from, reported that the Czech Prime Minister Petr Fiala, and Transport Minister Martin Kupka will push for changes to EU car emissions rules for the Czech Republic. So, again, this is the automotive industry standing up and saying, we've got a problem, waving a flag, saying there's a problem, going to their politicians, and the politicians are going, hang on a minute, this is a problem. And then you've got industry and politicians starting to push back against the agenda, and that is what's needed to roll things back to make companies profitable again. Some of the Green Deal's targets have proven unrealistic, and we will try to adapt them. Without changes, we risk the future of the European automotive industry, said Fiala. The Czech Republic is working with Germany and Italy to build a coalition of like-minded nations, and together they want to campaign for a review of the emissions limits for cars set for 2025 and beyond. So good news from Skoda. They are starting to wake up. Hopefully it won't be too little too late. But in other news relating to Skoda, they have just revealed that Elroq, which is a family SUV EV, of course it is because they're all SUV EVs, that's got a 355 mile range and costs from £31,500. Also in Skoda news, they are trying to transform a heavy EV into a rally car. And then there's a review that I found of the all-new Skoda Superb Estate. So let's spec one up, shall we, on the Skoda website and see just how much this car is. Right, I am on the brand new Skoda Superb estate. Let me just record my screen for you all and we'll buy one. We'll buy one online right now. There we go, hit record. So choose the right colour for your Superb estate. So I can go solid, which is white or energy blue, or I can go metallic, cobalt blue, midnight black, iced tea yellow. Wow, that's interesting. Carmine red, pebble silver, and graphite grey. Where's all the interesting colours gone? I've also chosen, I think I've chosen a Lauren and Clement, right, which was the top of the range Skodas traditionally, with heated seats and all the spec and leather and everything. But you'll notice here, it's a 2-litre TDI, 193 horsepower, and it's 4x4 with a DSG box, right? That's £47,720. That's a 50 grand Skoda. Go back 15 years, you never would have thought we would see the day where we were getting a Skoda for 50 grand. Also, the combined consumption is only 47.1 miles to the gallon. I know it's a 4-wheel drive, but this is the only one I was able to choose in Lauren and Clement version. How is it that we're only getting 47.1 miles to the gallon? I'm off to buy another Volvo later today that will do better than 47.1 and won't cost me £47,000. Let's carry on anyway, because we've started this exercise, so we might as well finish. And don't moan about the speed of my internet. We are running on Starlink. Do you want 18-inch Bellatrix Aero anthracite alloy wheels, or do you want 19-inch Veritate silver alloy wheels for an extra £585? I think we'll have those. You'll notice that I've chosen iced tea yellow as well. Quite a bizarre looking colour actually, but not a bad looking estate car. It's a new car that looks like a car. There's far too many new cars that just don't look like cars, you know, because they're all pretend SUVs or whatever. Choose the preferred colour for your interior and seats of your car. Well, I can already tell that we're going to go for this one, which is Lauren and Clement Sweet Cognac. Yeah, we'll definitely have cognac interior. Right, now I can pick an engine. Okay, so I can have the TDI, but again, this is 4x4. I can have a TSI, which is also 4x4. Or I can have a 1.5. Now, that's hilarious. Look, the claimed miles per gallon here on the 1.5 TSI is 706 to 706. There is not a chance in hell that this car is going to achieve 706 miles to the gallon, is there? And we all know that, but that is the way the WLTP figures work. They are no longer fit for purpose. So I think we'll go for the 2-litre TDI, as I said, because I am a bit of a diesel head, and I like getting 50 miles to the gallon. And 47 is going to have to be close enough. Now, panoramic sunroof. You'll know from my video yesterday that we've got to have a panoramic sunroof. Well, what's it doing now? I think we'll have the Simply Clever family package as well. It looks like that's rear blinds in the back. I'm going to have a tow bar. I'd rather not have an electric tow bar. If I'm totally honest, I'd just like to have a normal tow bar, but I think it's only giving me the electric tow bar, so we'll add that as well. I'm not particularly interested in the head-up display, and I don't want trailer assist, so we'll leave that. So we'll leave the head-up display. I've got my Simply Clever family package. I've got my cognac sweet leather, electric tow bar, 19-inch wheels, and a panoramic sunroof. Is there anything else that is going to allow us to add on? We also have a selection of Skoda Care options. Well, let's get the 5-year, 100,000 mile warranty, because that will just make life easy, because I'm intending to keep this car for 5 years because I believe in keeping cars on the road. So we'll choose that. Spinning wheel of death again. Next, what else have I got? Is it going to give me any more options for the interior? Have I got any other toys to add? No, we are finished. My Skoda Superb Lauren and Clement estate 2-litre TDI 4x4 DSG is £52,113. That is absolutely crazy. £5,000 of optional extras. My vehicle tax is £680, £665 to register it, giving a total of £52,113. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do for the end of this video if you're still watching. Let's quickly go over to Auto Trader and see if we can find an alternative for a lot less money. Okay, so we're going for a Skoda Superb. We're going on search and then we're going to filter it all out. We are going to take fuel type, diesel, 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 fuel type, diesel, yeah. And then we'll go sort by, hang on, no, there we go. We want the Lauren and Clement though, don't we? Can we find a Lauren and Clement? Oh, we need an estate as well, so body type, estate, 2 litre TDI Elegance Euro 5. That looks quite clean, doesn't it? It's in Truro, because I've put my location as Cornwall for some reason. Perhaps I was looking for something to do with Tony. Here we go. 2 litre TDI Elegance, 54,000 miles in Chippenham. That is £7,000, and the running costs on this one are, wait for it, road tax is £255 a year, fuel economy 54.3, so it's more economical than my 55,000 mile car, and the average should be 46. I think if we found a straight up 6-speed manual, we could do even better than that. That's a DSG. So let's change the gearbox to manual. They're all DSG, aren't they? And DSG gearboxes, honestly, they are problematic. Fuel type, gearbox, manual. Only 106 manuals. I want a basic manual. I don't want a black car because I hate black cars. Here we go. Let's go for this one. This is an older one. 2010 Euro 5, 6 grand, manual diesel. Right. That is a clean looking car. Yep, we like the look of that. It's got a light interior, has it? That's got, oh, it's missing. Oh, come on. Put a wheel centre cap on it. How hard is it? That's a nice interior. Nice clean interior. All right, we'll take that. Said Burglar Bill. So let's look at the running costs. Didn't realise this video was going to be as long as it is, but there we go. That is £255 a year tax, and extra urban it'll achieve 58.9 miles to the gallon with an average of 48. So there we go. I've just saved you £45,000 and quite a bit on fuel as well, and you got a car that is just as good spec. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. That's a little video about Skoda and everything they've got going on, and a little bit of car buying advice as well. Hopefully the rain will stop today. Maybe if we're lucky, we might even get a small break in the clouds, but I'm not holding out much hope. But I do hold hope that the automotive manufacturers are going to wake up and smell the coffee. I think it's time for a coffee. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, mugs. Geoff Buys Cars mugs. This is a mess because I just spilt my tea all down my wall and all over my desk before I started filming the video. But Christmas is coming. What you want for your loved ones or for yourself is a Geoff Buys Cars mug that says on it, "Save the planet, drive old cars, love them, don't lease them." And your mug won't be covered in tea. These will be available, well, not yet because I haven't ordered any, but I'm just teasing you. These will be available soon. Thank you for watching. Like a news reporter. I should go back to just typing something at the end of my video there. Right, that is the end of the video. Thank you.